Oh, hello. Welcome. Greetings. Thanks for hanging and waiting for us while we troubleshoot some stuff. My camera did an update. I had no idea how to operate my new computer update, which is an old man thing, I guess. So, it's Thursday night. Welcome back to the Comics Wellspring live drawing show, Spilled Ink, where we're spilling ink and spilling tea. And of course, I'm your host, Brandon Bloxdorf, and I'm really hyped to be we're working on short, Greg is working on some short pages. We'll talk about it more right now, but that was the theme for today's episode. But I'm hyped because I need Max's help to like show me how to do some splatter on this back cover. And then I'm working on this one pager because I haven't really drawn in 2 weeks, so I'm really behind. So I get to do pencils. So fun stuff. That's what I'm doing. How about my wonderful, amazing, astonishing, multi-panel using overhead camera co-host Mac Flowers?
Hi, I'm doing good. I don't know what question you asked me, but
What are you working on?
oh, what am I working on? I got a one pager that I'm doing for a comics newspaper that's alien themed, like xenomorph alien themed.
Oh, it's sick.
So
Always fun.
I'm gonna be working on that today. I changed my camera position, so guess what? My head is much harder to get into the camera now. Which is great.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna be chugging along, doing some pencils today, and see what happens.
I feel that. I feel that so much. Well, super hype, dude. Well, let's see here. Who else we got joining us tonight? We have a cast of amazing people, some newbies or a newbie, and some good old fashioned spilled inkers. Let's kick it off with Eric Allred with his outer space campaign right now.
Yeah, so we're still chugging along. Still got about just a week left in that in the Kickstarter. So, link in the outer space Instagram bio. But I'm just going to be working on page one of our little 420 special that we will be premiering at Staple in Austin, Texas this year.
Oh yeah, sweet.
Super hyped. That's cool. How long is the short?
It's like roughly around 8 pages, depending on if me and Ben fill it out a little bit more.
Oh wow. Okay, cool. That's exciting. Sick. Can't wait to talk about that more. Love the clerk so much. We'll talk about that or show it off more too. Also joining us, Greg Diggs. Greg, how you doing, dude? It's been a minute since we had you on.
Pretty darn well, man. Just getting prepared to go back to college for a little bit and kind of put a little bit of a delay on some of the other projects I was working on, but it's for the greater good.
I feel that. Well, you got the show, so you know we'll always be here Thursdays to cheer you on. And that's the best part about it. But dude, you created the theme for today's episode too. I was super hyped because you're mapping out this one pager, and I was like, you know what? I haven't touched my one pager I started 2 weeks ago. I think that's what we're gonna do is talk about crafting a story, like a simple short comic. And I'm super hyped to kind of like recap mine and see what you're up to tonight too.
Oh, sweet, man. I definitely can't wait to see what you're up to as well, man. This is kind of like a new idea I kind of wanted to roll with. I made some weekly comics, but I wanted to do something that was a little bit more adult. So we'll see how it goes, because I was supposed to have this ready before I hopped on.
I feel that. I was trying to do pencils, and I didn't. I got like my cylinders and circles. You know what I mean? Like mapped out. That's it. But and we also have Aaron Z. Lee, our dude, returning from the void, inking some stuff on the Lightbox.
Yeah, I'm broadcasting to you live from the bottom of Lake Ontario.
What page are you on now? How far are you on this book?
I'm working. I skipped. There's a splash page in between this and the one I worked on last week because the splash page is a little bit easier. This is page 7, and it's going to be it's going to be broken apart into 2 8-page installments. And I'm just to try and get it into an issue of Lion Cosmic, which is like their heavy metal.
The little anthology books that they have going on right now with our good buddy, Anton's. Does he edit every issue? Is that what he does there?
Yeah.
Okay, that's rad. I love Anton. We just had him on the show recently. I was just texting him. That's dope. Super hyped. And also our new guest. Is it Joey Ȯrioṅ Murphy? Is that really your middle name? How do I say that?
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to say the whole thing. That's just for, my handle, because my middle name is Ȯrioṅ, and I think that's super cool, so I like to show it off.
You're a new
That is
guy,
super.
dude.
Yeah, just Joey is good. Yeah. But glad to be
Super.
here. Thanks for including me.
Dude, super hyped to have you on the show tonight. You are the artist for the book Super Guy. Issue 2 is kickstarting in a week, like a few days.
Yes,
Tuesday.
sir, the 10th. Yeah, it's coming up quick. And
It's
that's
so
what
exciting.
I'm working on now. I'm a little bit behind, but I'm at a stage where all I have left to do is the coloring and rendering, and that takes about a day per page. And I have maybe 10 to 12 pages left, so I'm doing pretty good.
Oh, that's sick. Good. Well, I love to see the process. I love that it's now an Apollo City Comics book too, so I'm pretty hyped about that. Super sick.
Exciting.
So we're super excited. I mean, we have 2 cool campaigns going on, Outer Space and Super Guy. So make all their socials are here at the bottom. So check them out during the episode, and try to support the campaigns if you guys can. While we ask them questions about their craft as we draw on the CWS blue line paper that I have inked up like crazy. I'm really hyped. And what's even more exciting? Anton just popped up saying, "Speak of the devil, and he shall appear." Hello, Anton. My boy. Yeah, dude, exciting night. We're all doing some cool, crazy stuff. I mean, this is like an 18-panel page I'm doing. I think I'm gonna work on the lettering and maybe some of these. I have these smaller icon, like We 3 kind of moments that I had going on. Those fragment stuff. That's where I got some inspo from, and so I'm kind of utilizing that on this too. But Max, I don't know if you remember. So I inked up, like I just covered all this in black ink for the back cover. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I left this here, and I just want to put some like splatter. So I got this acrylic ink. What's the best way for me to splatter it on? And I'm going to cover this. I'm going to put a thing. I have a card somewhere that's going to cover that.
Okay, so I would go get a scrap piece of something else that's not that first. Like, even if it's just like a piece of cardboard or something. And while you're getting that, I would also advise, if possible, you look for an old toothbrush. If you
definitely have an old toothbrush for sure. In fact, I should just switch out my toothbrush right now. Let's just do that.
Yeah, old toothbrush, a dish, a little bit of water, and something that's not your precious art.
Okay, cool. Oh, just for like a thing. All right, that makes sense. I feel this. See where this is going. So I got the toothbrush. I do got a piece of cardboard somewhere. I got this guy. It's like the base of all my stuff right here. I also have other pages I could toss it around. Oops. There you go. All right. Here's some cardboard. And you get a water dish.
Should I need to work more with this bad boy right here? I wasn't sure what exactly to do with it, so I was like, I'll throw a little bit of ink in there and to see how it goes. And it's pretty nice, but I accidentally squeezed it a few times while I was working, and man, it messed up quite a few pieces. So we'll see how that goes.
The ink must flow.
It must. It's what the show demands.
Yeah, somebody needs to like shed blood tonight to have a good episode. How we get views, man. Gotta get these ratings up.
Sacrifice will do.
Gotta get those clicks.
We got our dude Anthony saying hi, the writer of Super Guy. What up, my dude? We got our dude Roman popping in. Hell yeah, my dudes. And Victor, dude, Victor's the man. Hello, Victor. Victor does some crazy stuff. God, so good. He who controls the ink controls the universe. Dude, that's going to be the comic we write as a group on the show. We might do that. We might do like once a month, like we all construct a page or something, or like we all do like a different thing, and we could make a spilled ink book over a course of a year or something.
That would be cool.
All right, I got my toothbrush. I got my water dish.
A Sonicare toothbrush?
Yeah, I got that Oral-B mechanical toothbrush.
Yeah, there you go.
I got.
There we go. 9 out of 10 dentists love that.
Man, I got periodontal stuff, man. I had that gum surgery. You gotta take care of your teeth, kids. Take care of your teeth. That's a whole story. I'll tell you guys the story too, if you guys want me to. That's why I was out last week. But we'll get to that after we splatter a little bit.
Okay, so what I would do is just put some of the ink into like some sort of carrier and dip your toothbrush in, and then
Oh, I didn't need to put water in the water dish. I put water in my water
well,
dish.
no, that's okay. Yeah, that's fine. It's the water is for if the ink is too thick.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
So first,
could I have too much water in my water dish?
well, maybe you should just have a second dish.
All right, well, then we'll get a second dish then. Yeah, we can go downstairs. We got the second soy sauce dish.
Huge.
Nice.
Yeah. So first, just use the white ink, and like you can just is that the white ink?
No, this is the white. It sucks because it's a white dish. That's the only
Oh.
dish I have. That I could
Okay.
use.
Yeah. No. Just put some of the white ink in there. Funny. And dip the head of your toothbrush into it, and just kind of like pat it. Yeah, there you go. And then use your thumb, and you're gonna scrape your toothbrush. I should go get mine to show you, but you're gonna like just scrape your thumb along the toothbrush head while pointing it at the paper.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, it actually looks like it's doing pretty well. I don't think you're gonna need water.
Sweet. So now we just move to the thing.
You want bigger splatter. You put more ink on the brush and load it up. If you want really fine spatter, you back far away and use just a little bit of ink. If you want also big spatter, you can put it really close to the paper. And it depends like on the angle that you're at too, like the angle that you point the toothbrush and brush your thumb across it will get you different effects. So just have fun and play around.
It's gonna be fun. Cool. I do that digitally all the time, where I just like will toss some splatter on, and it's such a fun effect. I'm super hyped that I could. I haven't had the white paint to do this before, so our boy Jeff DeMars turned me on to some. I was like, use this, it'll be great.
Yeah, I've been itching to get back into spray painting because I recently had got into it, accidentally made a pretty awesome piece, and I was like, oh wow, kind of wish I could do that again. But I don't have any gigantic canvases to do that with. I only have like some smaller ones I've tried to spray paint over, but I mean, I don't know. It's not the same result that I was looking for. It wasn't as fine.
I think that did it. I was just wanting to get like a starry effect, so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Ooh. There we go. Go wash my hands real fast. Put way too much paint ink on there, but it's cool. I'll find other reasons to use it tonight.
Yeah, sometimes you got to go too far to know where to stop.
Yeah, exactly.
And then that's when you take black ink and just kind of cover up the spots you want there to be dead space.
I did this a while ago with black ink on an alien piece. It was pretty hyped to have. So you guys can see the white. Came out good. Yeah. Dude, I'm so proud of this logo. I'm not gonna lie. Like that's some like craftsmanship.
It is amazing.
That took some effort, some calculations.
I'm working on teaching my students about logos right now, so maybe I'll take that as an example. I'm sure they'll.
Yeah, I'll send it right over, dude. That'd be a great thing. Honestly, I laugh so hard. It's really cool. We just approved new logos for all the shows. And the new like CWS logo. I don't know if I should talk about that on there. Dan will kill me. But hey, we talked about it on the print shop. We'll learn more about it. But yeah, we're seeing some cool stuff right now. I'm really hyped for where the CWS is going at the moment. Like the print shop is a great show to like get all the scoop on CWS. But if you just want me to like spill the tea, that's what this show's about. If you want to find out early, come for the 2-hour draw session.
Spilling tea and spilling ink. Love it.
Yeah.
You're like the Marvel cast member who always tells the spoiler in the middle of an interview.
Dude, yeah, honestly.
With Tom Holland.
Mark Ruffalo.
Oh yeah.
Classic.
There's. It's always
Come on.
Is it just me, or do you feel like Spider-Man's gonna die in this next movie? Because we've seen like some of the characters from the Death of Spider-Man kind of already pop up. I've been dreading it because I cried when I read that comic book the first time. I still remember that day. You know, so I don't know. I'm not ready.
I don't know. I feel like this is like a new relaunch with him. It seems more like than a kill him off type of moment. But you know what? If they did that, well, I mean, would they just do Miles at that point? Then you know what I mean? Like
They would have to. Like
be
Peter's
down with
gotta die
Miles.
so Miles can live.
yeah.
We've had
I'm
like
not ready.
well, maybe this is a controversial take, but like we've got enough Peter Parker.
No, I get that. Yeah. Yeah.
We got enough. And Miles is an artist, so I'm like, yeah, let's bring him in.
Dude, my camera needs to like learn how to focus. This update clearly didn't help my camera. Like,
I feel like updates rarely help anything. Except maybe security.
Yeah. I mean, that last Procreate update was pretty awesome. A couple,
Yeah, it was.
more than
Oh, yeah.
new pins, but yeah.
They're a different creature.
there we go. Cool. I'm gonna pencil out some of these moments. So I had this like really crazy scene that took me a minute to figure out because I have like this is a hallway, and so I have stormtroopers back here shooting. So I had all the blasts coming. Sorry, my camera sucks right now. I was trying to figure out how to make all the bullets look like they're coming towards you, and that was harder than I realized. Like,
From what I can make out, it still looks pretty awesome. You scared me a bit because I'm not wearing my glasses. So I was like, dang, I'm getting pretty bad, man.
no, it's my camera's wigging out tonight. It's really annoying. It never does it like this. I think it's just the lighting I might have right now. It's like I need glasses. My camera needs glasses so I can see.
I don't know. The lighting kind of does look like you're in some sort of dungeon where you're just like, let me just create these comics so I can be free.
For real though.
It's kind of cool.
Right?
A little
All
art dungeon.
mysterious.
I'd love an art dungeon.
That's basically what I'm in right now.
Yeah, that's there. The snow we've had the last like 2 weeks makes me feel like that.
Oh yeah.
Did anybody get hit with that snowstorm?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it just got a little cold on my side. That was about it. It dropped to maybe 20. And we're back in the 60s right now, so I'm chilling.
Oh, lucky.
Nice. Yeah,
What about you, Aaron? What'd you deal with?
You say what?
Oh my bad. What'd you deal with, Aaron? How was it for you?
Maybe totally we had like 4 feet over time. I think.
Oh,
we
yes.
had like maybe 1.5 feet, and then like 3.5 the next day because I totally cleaned off my car, and then the next morning I woke up and there was 2 feet on top of my car.
Nice.
And that kept coming down. That was Wednesday and Thursday of last week. It was a lot. Luckily, we got some snow days out of it, so I'm not complaining.
True.
I actually got
They can't.
some more art done on pages because of that. So thanks, Snow.
I had a rough week, man. I was like telling Eric all about it, dude. Like we got like 2 feet of snow, 2.5 feet of snow or so, and so we parked down the street and because they had free like garage parking,
Yeah.
and so we parked there, and then like Monday we cleared the snow to park, and like because Tuesday I had that dental surgery, so I knew I couldn't do anything for like a week and a half, and man, it was like okay, but then like like 2 days later, our snow like started melting off our roof, and then like recaved in my car, and I was like, "Fuck!" It was just terrible. And I was like Austin Powers. I guess I could kind of still pull in and out of my spot, but like I was Austin Powering it the first 2 days. I'm just like trying to get in and out, and then dude, like my neighbors didn't replace their furnace like in October, and so it crashed on them, and they had to turn off our heat for like 3 days while they repaired it.
Oh man.
And I was just like, I hate you guys so much. I hate you. And like I'm a desert rat. I'm not used to snow. This is the most snow I've seen in my life.
Yeah, I used to live in Baltimore for a while, and I was miserable. Gosh, I was miserable. I'll never go back. I mean, I'm from Florida, but man, still, I'll never go back to Florida. Like,
Florida's
I'll be in
brutal.
Texas till I die.
I feel that. I miss the heat sometimes, man. Like
What is heat?
I mean, and like Max like is in Alaska. Like I don't know how you deal with this.
Alaska, that's where I'm from.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, Anchorage.
Wow, that's where Milo is at right now.
Whoa.
Well,
Whoa.
actually, that's
Small
where he
world.
just went. He's not there anymore. But yeah, so I'm down in Southeast Alaska.
Oh shit. Like Juneau, Ketchikan.
Yeah,
Nice.
catch a kid.
it's
I've been to Ketchikan once. It's pretty nice. It's a nice little
yeah, it's a nice little
waterfront town.
town. It's a nice little town. It's very rainy and not that snowy. We do get a little bit of snow, but really not that much because the rain just washes it away.
Sounds pretty perfect. Pretty
Yeah.
beautiful, man.
I should yeah, I'll have to. I'm doing a bunch of comics about Ketchikan, so I should send those.
That's
to you.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Very cool.
Joey, where are you now? I forgot.
Now I am in Los Angeles, so no snow for me. It's like 80 degrees and just sweaty. But nice.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I always love that Cali vibe. I miss it.
It's pretty nice.
So do you do mostly digital work? Do you do traditional stuff very often?
I do. Yeah, mostly I do digital just because currently it's easier because I'm like I can move from different rooms to work on it and
I
like
feel
bring it
that.
to work and work on it there. But whenever I do get the time and the opportunity, I have mostly used Copic markers and stuff for like illustrations and Instagram art and stuff. But and that's fun too. I do love the freedom that comes with digital art because it's faster. The cleanup is almost non-existent because you don't need anything. And like I can do more and like with my iPad than I can do with just my current skill level in traditional art medium. But there's just something like magical like when I use my markers. I'm just like, God, I don't get quite this feeling when I use Procreate that I do with like the markers and stuff that I really enjoy. So when I do get to use them, I do really get to enjoy using them. But
I've been using a lot of digital stuff lately. And in fact, just now I was like holding down my pencil to get like a straight line. So much
I
easier
relate
when you're on
to,
this show.
I've done that. I've
hosting.
tried to pinch zoom on like a paper pad many
You're
times.
just like-
Oh my God.
Or like
Hope
tap
no
the
one saw
paper
that.
thinking I'm doing undo. You're just
Yeah,
like,
oh, yeah.
oh.
Retro was saying we would make a good comic brand. And oh, dude, right? Um, but also like I don't know, like I was doing this really cool. I found a brush that like worked perfect for me, and like I love how my shit's coming out on my digital stuff now with inking because it just has the right like tip, you know what I mean? And so I was doing this like absolute Batman, and I was so proud of it because I suck at Batman, dude. And so like I was having a blast.
Whoa!
And I was like, I fucking.
Oh yeah.
So.
That is a nice pen. Did that come with the program, or did you download that one?
Dude, I'll send you something. Just remind me after the show. I have a couple links you could download a bunch of shit. I tried to send like my digital artists, like, or even Greg. I could give you a copy and shit too. I think I've sent it to Aaron and everybody. But when I'll get like these like brush sets like on Black Friday, and so sometimes artists I'll just be like, hey, man. Well, especially the artists that draw for me, like Evan. I'm like, here you go, have fun, go play. But I customized one a little bit, and so it just worked out.
Nice. I love playing with new brushes.
Yeah, I'll give you a couple of links after the show. Get you some new toys.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Especially because like I could do Zipatone so much easier on digital, and like play with it and like mess up and like just do all the things with it. But I do love traditional because the strife and the effort and the stress and the result is always really great.
Oh yeah.
And sometimes those happy mistakes really work out.
Yeah, no, hands down.
Look, I have a pretty huge painting behind me that I accidentally blended two colors together because one acrylic marker ran out and it was a little bit darker than the one I was using, but it just so happened to work so beautifully. I was like, how did I do that?
That's rad.
That's pretty cool.
I was like using a lot of blue line, and for some reason this drawing I was like, you know what, I think I need to go to regular lead. So I'm using lead again, just like black lead, and it's like easier for me to do it, which is weird. I guess because like blue line gets difficult to like erase and like I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't always work for me, I feel. What are your guys' takes on blue red? I know we've talked about this along the show, but your penciling methods.
If I'm doing traditional pencils, I use just like a 0.7 Bic a lot of the time. Although it's a really nice yellow Stedler I like to use. Or even a Carpenter pencil. I've started to use a Carpenter pencil a little bit more because it doesn't let me get super detailed, which I always want to do. So it makes me think more compositionally rather than detail because my brain always wants to do detail. But digital penciling, I'll do like 6 or 7 different colors sometimes, just to keep everything separate in my brain. Because sometimes I'll be working on like backgrounds for a day or a week, and then when I put a person in there, I want them to be a different color so I can visually keep them separate. And while I'm developing all that stuff, so that's probably too much, but it works for me.
No, I get that. It makes sense.
I happen to use this Coke pencil. Well, it's really called a Coke pen, but I get it from a store called Daiso for like maybe $2.50, something like that. But it kind of, when you first get them, they're pretty sharp. But I like to dull mine out because I kind of like to get the skeleton of everything down before I go back with like my sumo grip pen and pencil. But the main reason I use this is because I've had boxer's fractures in both hands. So sometimes using a small or regular pencil, it's just too difficult, or it'll start to hurt after a while. So something a little more jumbo helps me out.
Nice.
That's wild. That makes sense.
Yeah, man, I was an angry dude. Punching brick walls and such. It was stupid.
Which is wild because you're like one of the chillest guests we have on the show too now. Like I can't imagine that.
Thank you. It took a while.
That's the best thing about the show. It's like a very laid back. We're gonna vibe out and make some art. We're gonna be in our happy place. Make some art today. We have Art Victim popping up here. Hello all, great to catch a stream. I'm in Lower Michigan too. It's snowing right now. TBH. And yes, either digital or traditional. I love a good brush, dude. I'm over the snow. I'm over it. Like I'm so sick of the snow and the cold. I'm good. I'm good for a bit. So I feel I couldn't do the Michigan stuff. I think that's too intense for me. I don't know how much more north I could go. I think I could like do New York, but like that's it. But yeah, check out if you're into traditional stuff. Check out the CWS Blue Line. We just did some great upgrades to it. Some pretty great stuff. We're using it on the stream right now. You got really stuffy just now.
Just the season. Everybody's getting stuffy.
Yeah.
Dude, I know. Like the new furnace, like I think kind of helped my allergies a little bit, but like I always so stuffy here with just the dry air, you know.
Yeah.
I got a humidifier. You know, I feel really old because I got like a humidifier to like sleep at night.
Yeah.
But dude, it helped me so much. I like apparently like I don't snore.
I need to get one of those. That's smart.
I used to have one that accidentally broke it because I guess I don't know, at a certain point, I guess if the pH balance or whatever of the water is, I forgot if it's either too high or too low. You're supposed to add salt, so like, you can get some steam going. Yeah, and I don't know if I added too much or too little. All I know is it doesn't work anymore. So I was like, oh, that's
Dang, I didn't know that. I might put like a pinch of salt to mine then. That's kind of cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it really helps, especially if it doesn't start kind of spouting whenever you first put it on. Because I used to have little Vicks drops I could put in mine, so that way it could help clear me up some.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah,
that's what I need. Dude, my cat loves it too. Like whenever I turn it on, T'Challa's like, dude, what I'm hyped. Like, and he'll like snuggle up with me. Just snuggle up and just T'Challa's the shit. He's the main black cat on Cats, Comics, and Coffee. The cat that was tearing up my chair is the cat that on your that's T'Challa. That's the guy. He's my dude. Yeah, he's fucking funny as shit. Do I have a cat near me? I have a Sebastian. Hey, Sebbies. Oh, look at that big guy. Oh, scratchies. Ow, fucker. Okay, shit. Stop.
I said, no, you summoned me.
Exactly. He was like, this is nice. This is nice. Oh, I'm going to grip you. He's the grabby one, dude. Sebs has like these big paws that he just like grips you with.
Yeah, I used to have kittens, but unfortunately I had to give them to a neighbor because I decided to get a pit lab mix. I didn't know he was a Craigslist dog. I kind of rescued him because he was about to just kind of be put in the shelter. But to make a long story short, the one thing they didn't tell me is like, hey, he likes to jump on cats. Like you want to attack them, he just likes to jump on them, right? And they were freaking terrified of him to the point to where I tried to hold one kitten. I had him on my chest, and I was like, "Hey, look, he's nice." And he tried to jump on him while he was on my chest, so the cat clawed all the way up, like to my lip, and it hooked me one good time. So I had to unhook myself, and I was sick for a day. It was crazy.
Oh, that was brutal.
Yeah, I think you got finished playing with some dookie before you got to me.
Oh no, that's cat scratch fever.
Yeah, the cats are. I've never been cool with cats until T'Challa. Actually, like I grew up with cats, but like they didn't like me and they didn't mess with me at all. So like I never saw them unless they were like running by or like swatting at me. So I was like, I don't fucking care for cats. But then T'Challa, when we rescued him, I always tell the story in the show. It's been a minute since I think I told you on the show though. But I was walking my dogs at the time, and like I'd seen him one night. He had popped up in front of us, and then we were just like, "Whoa, dude, brave little guy! All right, this took you back into this dark alley. I'm so sorry. Like, good luck. Like, just find your home." And then like 2 days later, I had a friend come over for dinner, and I was like, "Oh, let's go walk the dogs real fast." And I was like, "Dude, the other night, this little black cat popped up out of nowhere and was just like, 'What's up?'" And then we walked like 2 more steps, and then he popped up again. I was like, "That's him!" And we like pushed him back over the wall where he was at. We were just like, "Go home, dude. Like, good luck." And we crossed the street, which was like a 4-way intersection because I lived like kind of near this like a school building and whatnot, and that's where the dogs would poop. And so like we saw the cat like jump over the corner of the wall, and it was like a red light where the cars were, and he ran to the middle of the street and just stopped right in the middle where the cars were going to drive past him. And like I'd never seen so many cars stop right there before. There was like 14 cars lined up. And then my friend Sam and I were like, what are you gonna do? Holy crap, like that cat's gonna die. And then I was like, go get him. Fuck it, just go get it. And so Sam ran and got him. And like I held the dogs and we like rescued him. And like on my way home, I was like Googling like, what do I do with like a stray cat that I just found? And I found out like not only was that day Jack Kirby's birthday, but it was also the day Chadwick Boseman passed away. Like I opened my phone and Chadwick Boseman like had died. And like I'm staring at this little like stray black cat, and I'm just like, fucking T'Challa, man! It's Kirby's birthday. It's Chadwick just passed. Like, it's your mantle, my dude. And yeah, he's like now been promoted to God Emperor. He went from king. Yeah, straight up, dude. Once awesome. He was always King T'Challa because he was the only cat, but I mean, sad, but once my dog passed away, he like got promoted to God Emperor, so he like rules the house now. So. Sebastian, what's up, my guy?
I know it's pretty random, but I was hoping in the MCU we would have got the King of the Dead. As far as the Black Panther comics go, it's a little dark, but I was like, with the snap and everything, I was like, you could play it off like that. Right? That's what I was kind of hoping, but I was like, okay, just keep him dead. It's fine. It's fine.
That would have been cool.
Right? I was arguing with friends about that. I was like, it just makes sense, man. You'll see. Gosh.
All of our MCU predictions, I think it's so funny what we would like expected, and then we're like, oh, so this is where we're at. Interesting. I just got into like, I mean, we play around with it. But Eric and I were talking the other night, and we got into it about the Fantastic Four movie, and it was and then I almost opened the floodgates because we can't. I don't know, we're now in the friend group where like we can't talk about like certain Star Wars stuff because then we all just get angry and fight. Like, so we had to like draw the line and be like, we're going into territory nobody wants to be in right now.
Slower or speeder bike chases. That's what I want to see. I want to see like curb your enthusiasm in the Star Wars world.
Hell yeah.
That's what I want, yeah.
I would absolutely watch that.
Dude, yes. That would be the greatest thing. We were just rewatching Curb, because Homegirl passed away recently. Schitt's Creek, why am I spacing your name?
Catherine O'Hara.
Catherine O'Hara, yeah, that's freaking heartbreaking. And that Curb episode she's in is so ridiculous.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's funny as hell. You guys gotta look up that episode if you guys haven't seen it.
Oh yeah.
And, I never finished watching the last season of Curb. I think I just couldn't stomach it. Like I didn't want it to end.
It's good. I thought that it was better than the previous season.
I got like halfway through it. It is hilarious as hell. But
yeah, I do that with too many shows. Like I've never seen the last season of that 70s show, The Ranch, Community. Like just can't do it.
Damn.
Community has like last season.
The last season of Community is so perfect.
Good. You've got to watch it. It's so good. Yeah, that's out of all those you just named.
I mean, I love Community. Don't get me wrong. I've rewatched it more times than I could possibly count. But man, every time I get to that last season, I'm like, oh, time to restart.
You know what? Last season, I just like it's hard for me to watch is Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh yeah, that was
because it's just like the COVID season. You know what I mean? Like where they really. I was just like, I'm not in the mood for COVID jokes. Like,
yeah, and then what we lost? What was his name? Adrian Brower.
Andre.
Dude, yeah.
Brower.
Yeah, that's heartbreaking. Dude, he was so good, Captain Holt, man.
Yeah, that got to me, man.
And I don't know, man. It's I get why they rewrote and like changed the last season of Brooklyn Nine-Nine because they were just like, you know what, like it's not very funny or cool to be a cop right now. So we just they're like, we get it. We're pretty upset too. So I was like, I respect that. Like I really respect that creative decision. you really like. There's so many things that just like don't go the same route anymore. You know, like I saw a comedian talk about like like the whole kidnapping the president thing. Like it's no longer like a action movie you go and see. Like it's just not a plot scheme. Cop movies aren't the same anymore. It's a different landscape of action movie you got to like create to like be enticing.
Yeah, I think the last action movie I was able to actually invest myself into was the John Wick franchise. That kind of brought me back.
Dude, yeah. Dude, oh. Once I got past the first one, because the first one just hurts my soul.
Yeah.
But I get it. Like I'd fucking kill everybody too if somebody killed my dog. You know what I mean? Like,
Right?
hands down. Like,
Yeah, that sucks. That's a beagle too. I was like, fuck that.
oh, dude, yeah, that's right. Oh man.
I feel pretty bad too because in this comic that I'm making right now, it had this joke about like the Grim Reaper seeing a really cute dog, and it was like, "Oh my god, you want a Scratchy?" And he goes to touch him, and he dies. And it's like, "Oh fuck!"
No,
Oh.
not again.
Right? I've had it stuck in my head for days. I've been giggling to myself while making like sketches in a different sketchbook. And my fiance was like, "What are you doing?" Like, I was like, "Oh, just really funny joke. Don't worry about it. You'll see soon. You'll see."
It's funny when you write something and you're like, damn, I can't believe I did that. You're just like, I do that so much.
My whole story that I'm working on right now is this girl rescues a dog on a meteorite.
Oh, sweet.
That's rad. I like how we all paused to see where that was going. We're just like,
Right? I was like, he's not done. I had a call like that earlier. It was like this chick that kept leaving dramatic pause, and every time I said something, she'd cut me off. I was like, when do I speak? Like, I'm just gonna wait until you get it all out. Like, yeah, and it was my
that's
college
annoying.
too, right? I didn't understand it. She was like, "Thank you for calling." I was like, "Yeah, my name is." He's like, "San Antonio College." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Cool.
Oh, that would work great as a comic strip too, because like,
yeah, put that panel beat, like,
because you could start talking and you could literally have the speech bubble over the top, like their speech bubble over the top of you trying to say something, like every time you try to talk.
True. Yeah, I appreciate that too. Because I had a few situations recently where I was like, how would I recreate this in like a 4 or 5 panel comic or something, just whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, this is just too long and too complicated. Like, I'll just figure something a little shorter,
Yeah. One of these days I'll do some 4-panelers. I have some ideas.
yeah, that's challenging. Yeah, it's fun. It's super challenging. Why I give myself like 30 panels a page because I'm like, that's way easier than just doing 4.
4 panels are actually a lot of fun. Just getting to do like a different, like even like layout or format,
Yeah.
and do those long horizontal or vertical strips.
I just want to do the best of me, like owning my students.
I love that.
Yeah, I always look at even like Sunday strip stuff too, like especially like Calvin and Hobbes stuff.
Hell yeah.
I love that it's just different than like the vertical comic page that we always interface with,
Yeah.
So you're able to kind of like stretch your brain a little bit.
And then some of those comics kind of roll off of like the last 4 panel one you just saw. It's like a continuation of the joke in another set of 4 panels, which I thought was pretty interesting as well. It's like a more expanded story than what you would have got if it was just the original, 4.
Yeah.
Kind of burned through this a little faster than I wanted to. Like, I was like, oh, at least I got something to draw for the next couple hours. Because at first I was worried that I'd just go a little too quick, and I'm like, okay, it's time to make another one on the spot.
That's what happened to Max a few times. He's like, I just did like 3 things. Like,
That's
our
okay.
dude, Tiny Viking just popped up. He's putting out a book with Cosmic Lion. Pretty hyped.
Yeah.
It might happen today, honestly. I'm gonna finish laying in some rough pencils for this and swap to something else because I need approval before I
I'm gonna redraw all these little panels I did. Just like quick thumbnail ideas. But I didn't finish it, so I might thumbnail more and then do it.
I had to think about it because I've always enjoyed comic books, but I think that I got into manga way before I was into like American comics, and it was crazy because I had two different uncles. One of them was really into Marvel, and the other one was like, a super DC fan, and they had just boxes and boxes of comic books. But the main thing that caught my attention whenever I got into my first American comic was Conan the Barbarian.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I would read the novels, like I'd read like one chapter, and then I'd go back to the comic to see if it's exactly what I visualized. Like, how was the artist's interpretation of what was written?
Oh, that's cool.
And it's amazing, man. A little nerdy, but amazing.
Oh, you're in the right.
I love that
Nerdy.
stuff. Love that stuff.
Oh, you know what's funny?
I'm sorry, go
Sorry,
ahead,
you
bro.
can- Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm like inking my story. I've already paid for commissions to do pinups, like with the characters in this. Like I already have like 3 pinups, which is a little insane. But it's cool. I like spending my money on artwork.
Man, one thing I recommend doing, like whenever I went to the Briscoe Western Art Museum here in San Antonio, initially I thought it was supposed to be like a field trip with like the kids. Like I thought I was chaperoning,
Mm-hmm.
and I come to realize once the kids never shown up that, oh, this is an adult field trip. Like that's super cool, right?
Yeah.
So as we're getting shown these different pieces, I kept asking different questions about how they acquired their art, and how to get in contact with their board of directors and whoever I need to get in communication with. And at least with this particular one, they were like, hey, well, there's a particular month where we do art shows, and not only is it open for the public, but the board of directors goes there as well to see what pieces they want to acquire.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I think it was pretty cool because I forgot the role of this particular lady. I guess the guide. There we go.
Yeah, Joseph.
Right? She was amazing. Especially like we had quite a few adults with us, and she gave me the attention that I was looking for, at least just for a couple of moments.
Yeah.
Just entertain how I could get into my first museum, because I've always wanted to be in a museum.
Ooh, that's interesting. Yeah.
Right? I was like, gosh, it's a matter of asking and not being afraid to look like an idiot sometimes.
Hands down, that
Yeah.
is half the battle.
And that's how anybody gets good at anything.
Very true.
What the heck happened to my camera, dude?
Yeah, I was looking at that and I was like, oh, he checked out.
Yeah, just like wigged out, man.
In my local
There we
library
go.
on Tuesday night, there was a woman doing a calligraphy course.
Oh,
And that's it.
cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was an intro, so we didn't get into a ton of it, but I've done a little bit of calligraphy, but mostly just like people buy me books and then I goof around a little bit. It was cool. The best part of that was like she came around and like looked at what people were doing, and she's like, "Oh, you've done this before," but then she like was like, and like looked at some of my thing, and she was like, "Oh, you really ought to do it like this," and she like made all the letters like just a little bit more geometric because she's got like thousands and thousands and thousands of hours making the letters, and it was just cool to see her like make those like quick like dagger strokes to like get the letters just right. And I was like, ooh, I just need to watch you do it, and then I can start to figure it out.
Man, that is so cool. I wish my library did anything like that.
Yeah, I'm lucky. We have a great library.
Dude, I love my library, dude. They had just they messaged me because they're doing another like another event thing in May, and they're like, we'd love for you to make a little zine table and blah blah blah, and like you could sell your stuff as well, all this stuff. And I was like, oh dude, we would love to. And I was giving them ideas on like how to make it more interactive, and they were like, hey, so like we really appreciate everything you do. We'd love to know how we could like pay you, but if you're like not comfortable with that, if we could reimburse you for like the supplies you use. And I was like, that's so sweet. Like, I don't want to take anything from you. Thank you for just like having me do all this. Like, that's so, I don't want to take money from you guys. That's fucking adorable though.
Well, I will say this. Sometimes with budgets like that, with like their discretionary spending, if they don't use it, then they don't get that same amount next year.
Oh.
So maybe like don't feel bad about taking their money.
Just take it.
Then yeah.
Take it.
Just ask. It's a discretionary spending. Hey,
Rob 'em blind.
Budget.
Just like there's like a $750 appearance in a flight you got to cover. Like,
Yeah, dude. Oh, that's another thing I worked on this week. We have this thing called Arts and Ed in the school districts that we have. So like regionally, we have money to bring in like guest artists to talk to kids, and
nice.
I don't have it. It's so cool. I only found out about it like a few years ago, and this is my 8th year teaching. But I've had a whole bunch of different artists come in who are awesome. But I'm trying to bring in an artist named Fred C. Stressing, who has worked on Rick and Morty and Invader Zim. He wrote Andrew, the Meeseeks PI book. If you've ever seen
Nice.
it. And he's a super nice guy too. And like the fact that he's worked on those properties gets the kids excited. So it seems like everything will be approved. My principal approved it. The core group or whatever is the final one that has to approve it and then cut it. But I love that too, because I'm not just asking them to volunteer, which maybe I would do, but like we all have bills. Things are getting more expensive. Like I feel like it's a sign of respect to like, please come in. We're gonna pay you.
yeah. No, for sure. I could see that.
Yeah,
It's kind of it's like flattering. You know what I mean? Like you're just like, oh, I didn't expect that. But I mean, dude, it's kind of need to sometimes, because even with our budget with Apollo, we were just like, we got to make sure some of these books sell this year.
Yeah.
But that's a struggle a lot of indie publishers have. I talk to a lot of people that run their own lines and publications and whatnot, and a lot of people have the Kickstarter success. A lot of people have convention success, but like the online shopper success to like purchase books is like not great, to be honest, like at all. And that's across the board, like from some strong. I'm not gonna like name people. I'll name Apollo because I'm fucking Apollo, but like I'm not gonna name other people. But like some people really do struggle with just trying to get like, how do I recoup like the printing costs? How do I recoup just overall overhead? Like, how long can I keep doing this? Do I have to do smaller things?
That
And so
reminds me,
like,
I gotta send you a PDF about all that I got.
ooh, that's cool. Yeah. Yes, please. Yeah. And so like you have to like really relearn how to remarket your stuff. And I think that's difficult in what we do. But I'm gonna be testing some stuff. I have an interesting plan to release Teenage Babylon. Max and I were discussing it with Christian and Eric, and so my wild idea, or our wild idea, I forgot how we came up with it. It was kind of just through like process of elimination of like 5 different perspectives all of us had. So I have like the Ash Can, which is the issue 0 of Teenage Babylon, and I just put that out. That was just the thing that I funded and put out. Not even fully funded. I owe Max money. So it's like almost funded. Then like I'm gonna put out Teenage Babylon #1 this year. And that's gonna be like in September, and it's gonna, a full issue. It's like what, 24, 26 pages. It'll be like 32 with like, added stuff and whatnot. And that's the first issue of Teenage Babylon. And I think we're gonna come back and then release issue 1 through 3 all together as part 1 for the next release. So you're going from Ash Candy, to introduce it, the issue 1 that's also black and white to get people hyped, and then a colored complete volume after that. So that way, like, I don't got to worry about that like issue 2 or 3 slump that you get with crowdfunding and whatnot. Yeah. And then it kind of keeps interest, where I do like, then part 2 would just come out after that naturally, I feel, because you could write out part 1 for a good while.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's our idea. I don't know if I can see if that works.
That's smart because when I was doing my Wesley the Robot thing as individual issues 2 and 3 was tough. Actually, all because I did 9 issues. They weren't all like full size. I just tried to like focus on like little chapters. But once I had the big trade, like that helped out so much. Like the first time I had it at a convention, I sold out of all of them, and then the next one I had. I did, this is the best I've ever done at a show. I made $600. But
That's dope.
I wish that's what it always was now, but it is not. But I was very happy on that day. But I wouldn't have got there without like a big collection, you know. So it's smart.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, you got to find the thing that you can just sell like in one chunk. You know what I mean? So like even Faker, actually, Max, I could send it to you now because I got it greenlit by Eric in China. But Faker Death Act 1, I finished writing today and it's going to letters. So it's going to Max for letters and design. But that's a 64-page document that I'm sending Max. So it's like a pretty chunky like thing, and it's gonna have some cool back matter and whatnot. So
Yeah.
I wanted to make these releases worth it. Yeah, I think it'd be like magazine size too.
Yeah. I mean, that's a big part of the reason why I'm doing like this thing is because I just want to be in a sci-fi magazine size. Like I just have it in my head. I want to do like a heavy metal thing.
Yeah, it's I don't have a well now that we have Skullhead magazine size, I'm more comfortable doing another magazine size book. It kind of sucks when you only have one. So like if you have more than one, it's easier to like, oh, I can just add to this print order, make it a bit better. But also buying like a separate box for just like one book is annoying too.
Well, I'm such a nerd. I've actually just gotten like all short boxes, and they're all magazine width, so they can just.
Oh, that's smart. That's really smart. I mean, like, you know, for even like Outer Spaced, like, do you feel like this campaign for issue 3 has been harder than issue 2 or issue 1?
Definitely. I mean, issue 1 we self-funded, so we didn't have a campaign outside of when for issue 2 we did some reprints of issue 1 for rebranded and whatnot. But yeah, issue 2 we moved pretty quickly. Issue 3 has definitely been a little bit more of a gradual climb with funding and whatnot. Ben and I have often toyed with just doing them as just 3-issue arcs just all at once.
Yeah, you know, that might. Oh, fuck my knee, dude. That hurt the hell out of my knee. Dude, you might just end up doing that now. Is figuring out, like, if you have an artist you can work with and can. Joey, how would you feel about that? If, like, Anthony was like, what if we just did 3-issue arcs?
If we only did 3-issue arc,
like 3 issues at a time, like
yeah,
moving into like a trade as opposed to just doing single issues.
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't mind. That'd be cool.
Like for
I don't know
just
if I
to avoid
understand.
that stress. Well, just to like, you know, I don't know if you guys. I've never really asked Anthony how many issues you guys have planned out for this. How many do you have planned out for this? Do you know?
Yeah, I think
You
we
have that
talked
info?
about at least like 4 to like
okay.
start off with for like the first main. I think 4 or 5. Anthony could verify this for me.
So
Yeah, just to kind of get the main arc out, and then if we continue from there, we'll do another couple of things.
So if he was like, you know, we're not going to do an issue 3, we're just going to go straight to trade and do like the next 2 issues together, and then your next Kickstarter is like volume 1.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. I would need more time. But yeah, no, I'd be fully down.
And at least you have like 1 and 2 to write off of. Like you have 2 books to kind of like move the needle and get interest, and you're like, oh crap! Like now this volume has like 2 to 3 double to or more than double what these first 2 issues are. So
Oh yeah.
it's like keeping your audience intrigued too. That's the hard part. It's like you have to think of what's good for your artist, what's good for you financially, what like, and what keeps your audience coming back to like, oh, I'm not going to lose interest for this. Because I was talking to a friend and they were like, oh, well, if I continue releasing this book the way I am, I'll be finished when I'm 40. So I'll have 1 book done when I'm 40. And I was just like, yeah, that's
Here's
a,
what's good.
that's a, depends where your 40's at. You know what I mean? Like,
Sure do.
yeah. See, Eric would be done with the series. Like,
Nah.
You got 2 books done, and I'm 40.
I have what sucks. Like, I don't know. In my position, I have a lot of produced books. Like, I have produced like 20, 30 books, but I don't have like a full issue out. Because the Teenage Babylon Ashcan is like 12 pages, so it's a decent size, but it's like not a big boy. Just in like I'm just in like 6 anthologies.
I would say I have about 6 comics currently, but all of them kind of range. Like some of them are zines, others are like you know, I would say a little smaller than your standard comic size. But I was kind of playing around to see which one was my favorite to work with and which one was more of a headache. But I'll always love the ash cans, bro. You know, I'm always
Yeah, that they're fun.
Yeah, man, that's what I initially started off on, and it's crazy because even whenever I got into digital art, my art kind of got like cleaner and everything. People still go back to this super rough comic that the first one that I made versus like some of the other ones, and they still get their shine. But that first comic, to this day, I released it maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and it at least has 50 readers monthly.
Oh
You
wow,
know?
that's cool.
Right? But I'm like, why? Like, what about all these these other cooler ones? Like, it's a little less than the monthly readers for my first comic. But I'm like, okay, it's cool, it's fine. I'll just keep going. I won't pay attention to that.
I think
That
that's
always
just one of those things, though. Oh, go on. My bad.
That whenever like you have a new thing, you're like, wow, I learned so much. This looks so much more professional. I'm so proud of this. And people always go to the first thing that's like real rough, and it's like because they don't see it the same way, right? They just see the excitement maybe in the rawness of the first thing, and that's what they're responding to maybe.
Very true. Never really thought about it like that because I had the red pencil lines and everything still in there, and that was after the scan. I was like, God damn, but still, like, they love
maybe
it.
the community thinks that's cool.
Yeah, I feel that. Well, I mean, dude, even the punk anthology. The punk anthology sells so much. And I'm like, dude, we have like newer, cooler stuff. Like, I love this book with all my heart. It's my baby. It's my first book. But like, check out the new shit.
Yeah,
Right? Stop playing with me.
like the new album, like when the band shows up and they play songs off the new album, people are like,
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, the 30-year-old stuff. You're just like, I'm not doing Freebird. But I don't know. I have a lot of stuff coming out there because Stoner Wars, my zine, will be out this year that I made, and then I'll have Teenage, and I'll have Fake Your Death, and then I don't know. I have some other things in production. I don't even know what's happening anymore. Weed Wizard and Bong Boy will probably be a full issue next year.
Bong Boy.
Yeah, we have the high adventures of Weed Wizard and Bong Boy. It's the guy that turns
Nice.
anything into weed and a skateboarding bong.
Amazing.
They actually make an appearance in OS Shorty's this little 20 special.
You got the? Do you want to show it? You want to show it to everybody?
Oh.
Wow. Look at that.
Oh wow.
No. These are the outer space characters, my rendition of them, and then my rendition of Evan McGuire's Weed Wizard and Bong Boy, and Brandon's Weed Wizard and Bong Boy. But Mo's trying to see if he can smoke Bong Boy. So,
I love Bong Boy. Oh my god.
Dude, Joey, I'd love to see if you draw Bong Boy one day. That'd be fucking sick.
Oh, I would love to.
I'm gonna be like Aaron. I'm like, they're characters that are so like well designed by Evan. I just like would love to see different iterations of them. You know, like there's so much. I think here's the poster we have for it. This is the Evan McGuire drawing. This is Weed Wizard right here.
Oh, yeah.
The non-butchered version.
That came out great.
Bong Boy looks great.
Dude, I know, it's so cool. And it's one of those series, like, I made it because, like Teenage Babylon, like, ask Eric, he's, like, edits all my shit, and Max letters it, so they know, like, all my shit's really depressing. And so, like, I had to make a book that was just, like, really hilarious, so I could laugh. I realized, I was like, this is so sad, I gotta, like, do something funny, like... And you can't say Weed Wizard and Bong Boy without fucking laughing either, like...
True.
It's actually just like really serious.
Right.
It's like my darkest book. It's like
So it's not.
I just finished reading Someone Who Isn't Me, and that's the vocalist from the band Thursday, and he talks about like it's about his heroin addiction, and like when he went to like Mexico to take this like drug called like Ibogaine or something like that, and it's this really hallucinogenic, like you have to be like almost hospitalized to make sure you're okay and safe because it could like really you could like one of the side effects is death. And yeah,
I don't know if that's worth it.
Right.
That's why they have like doctors and they even like the doctors there like have to try it so they know how to take care of somebody on it, you know. And so like it's like a really trippy introspective story, and it gets like really like intense at some moments, you know, and just like really reflective of his life. And that's the like next like that should be the next arc I do after I finish the first half of the trilogy. Just a really dark, like they get like really into hard drugs and it's really depressing.
Gosh.
Turns into basketball diaries.
Yeah, dude.
Trying to. That's funny.
No, I have the first 3 arcs planned out. So like arc 1, they fight like just the street gang, and that's like Reggie and the gang. So it's like they fight. It's Reggie and his minions like Dimebag and Nickel and Dub, and when and then they go into like this like cosmic storyline after that where they team up with the Silver Swisher. And they fight Gravactus, who tries to use a gravity bong to like smoke the planet. And then the third arc is like, if you've read Miracle Man, there's like that third act, which is like Olympia, and it's like a futuristic, like perfect world and everything, and that's like the Mr. Miracle arc is gonna be the third arc.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
So you can go pretty crazy. And then I guess the hard drug arc after that, that's when things get rough, you know.
Yeah, after my experience with ketamine, man, and that was not of my own volition, just, you know, broken bones. But
I remember you telling us that.
bro, I cannot, like, psychedelics are so different for me now. I won't even try them anymore. I'm good.
Damn.
That changed everything for me, because like I said, whenever you're tripping and that line is blurred and you think that like you've already died, you've been reborn into this new world, and all of a sudden you wake up in immense pain on this operating table, like what the hell is going on? Like yeah, it's man, never again.
Yeah, that would
You're
kind of
good.
ruin it for me too, I think.
Yeah, that's not fun.
Excuse me.
It's interesting, that crossover of like creators and musicians and the people who like dabble in that type of stuff, and like I think I've just seen behind the music too many times, and I just would never be able to do any of that. I've seen too many Motley Crue documentaries to like go near drugs and alcohol like that.
Man, I used to trip on acid whenever I was younger, like every single off day. Like I knew if I had 2 days off in a row, I'm gonna be in a whole nother universe for those 2 days. Like, see y'all then. No one call me.
That's so funny. That's like, when I look at some album covers, I'm just like, I wonder what was in the mindset to like what this person was like thinking and doing this, you know what I mean? Like, and especially when you find out like a lot of like trippy artwork is like, oh, it's just like the most, I mean, Trad Moore has some of the most craziest stuff, and he is just like the nicest, chillest, like just most laid back dude. He's just like, hey man, like real sweet, real just like very clean and everything. And I'm like, wow, you have like the craziest perspective of stuff. I guess just understanding perspective gives you that dreamy like state with your art you could find,
Oh yeah.
Pretty surrealist.
Shoot, I remember one of the times I was on acid, man. I was really into music production and stuff back then, and my homie's in the studio. He has this beat, and I was feeling like I had so many things to say, man. Like just breaking reality type shit. And I was like, man, just push record, just let me in there. And I could have swore I was saying something profound. It was amazing. He plays it back for me the next day, and it's just me screaming like a maniac in the microphone. Just, ah!
You had something to say. You know what I mean?
I did.
I do these Stormtrooper helmets way too. And that's the thing about digital art too. You could edit your sizing on some stuff real easily.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, don't have to redraw anything.
You guys ever use the liquefy function to like fix your proportions and stuff digitally?
Yep.
No.
Yeah, I do that.
I do that a lot.
Oh no, I haven't. How does that
Or even
work?
thought of doing that.
Because you can, like, let's say your figure is wonky, you can just like go into liquefy and you can literally move the pieces of the body around until it looks right. And then you
I've
can,
been cutting and pasting like a chump.
oh, I mean, you can copy and paste too. I mean, it's like with all these things, there's a million ways to do stuff. It's like I had
That's
a
the
student.
beauty of it.
Yeah, I had a student the other day be like, Mr. Lee, I color in my stuff like this. Like thinking that he had done like a gotcha. Like, you told us to do it like this, but I can do it like this. And I go, there's millions of ways you can do it. That's just like the way that made sense to me. Your way is fine. You can do that.
He's like, oh, fine.
He's like, damn it.
Thought I got him.
Son of a bitch keeps inspiring me.
And that's what everybody comes away with. Let's see if you can
I think that's also what's fun about like the digital stuff is that like you could do a whole lot and you don't really have to understand it all either. Like
Yeah.
you just like I figure out some stuff. I'm like, I just do this because it seems to work, or just like I know I'm missing 1,000 shortcuts and 1,000 better, faster ways to do some stuff. But I'm like, well, it's all part of a process. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
whatever process that works.
I want to use I think it was Adobe Fresco a lot more
I love it.
because I'm
That looks
yeah,
nice.
man. It's so great, but I don't know, man. There's a little bit of a learning curve with some areas, and I was like, I'm gonna just go back to Procreate for right now because I know exactly what I wanted to do.
I mean, yeah, Procreate's great too. I do like Fresco. Fresco did win me over. Kyle T. Webster did work on that for a while. He's now in the Procreate team. That's what all the new great brushes
Oh wow!
are
Oh,
work
sweet.
from. He worked with Adobe on Fresco for a while. Made a lot of great improvements. Like I used to use Clip Studio a lot.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I pretty much only use Fresco and Affinity. Well, I use Affinity too because that's what we have in school. So if I'm working on a demo for the kids, I'll use the program that they're using to show them that it can be done. But I mean, everything is very good.
Yeah, it seems like animation's a little bit easier in Fresco versus Procreate as well. I used to swear by Clip Studio. I'm sorry, what'd you say, bro?
Oh, I said I haven't tried it out for animation yet, but that's something I need to do soon.
Yeah, it seems like it'd be pretty cool, but at the time, whenever I was gonna, kind of learn how to do it, I wound up getting into Nomad Sculpt instead because I really wanted to make my own figures. So
Yeah.
I got down with that, and it's it's all right. The only thing I don't like is there's certain file options that I need. So that way, whenever I send it off to a printer, it doesn't come off all crude, and I have to get like a, what do you call it, sandpaper, and kind of, get those figures buffed out.
I'm thinking about making a part of my comics unit, like where we actually sculpt either like that. If it's a simple character, you can sculpt the whole body, but if it's more complex character, just sculpting the head of it. I think I'll do that because I can.
Oh yeah. I love to do stuff like that more. I need to study heads and faces. That's what I just got to sit down and just go to the woodshed for like a week and just. I did that with hands and I figured out hands, so I could do hands pretty like decently now. But I just need to do that with faces and it's just like being like I'm gonna spend a fucking afternoon to draw 50 of them.
Yeah,
I figure this out.
That's literally what I'm teaching my kids right now. We're just every day we're doing like today is eye day, tomorrow is nose day. Tomorrow is going to be mouth day, like in reality. And we're just going to study all those things, and then the proportion of the face. We'll do blind contour line drawings of faces, and then we'll do a grid. So like a lot of tightening, and then get real loose, and then we'll get tight again.
I think I've just gotten real lucky with every face I've ever drawn. Like even this one, like let me show you this. I was like, you know what? I'm pretty proud of this face.
Oh,
Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it looks good. Profiles are tough.
Fucking hard. Took me like 3 tries. Like so, I need to learn how to do it, so it doesn't take me. It's one of those things where I'm just like, I shouldn't like get annoyed and be like, I'm done after doing one face. You know what I mean? Like I gotta.
Shoot, I recommend the Loomis method, man. I made so many different Loomis heads. Like it's fun. Don't get me wrong.
That's the way to go.
Yeah, man. I freaking love it.
Well, even like Eric, he does some like really cool, like you do like a long face and it works really well. Like it gives your characters like a fun design. It's really interesting.
Just doodles, man.
Pumps out an 8-page comic, like.
Well, not. It's no. But I did finish this. This is kind of fun. So I did like a little 1-pager for like a OS Shorties Super Guy crossover, and
Yeah.
where they're selling Super Guy and Robot Guy a little bit of the greenage, and I straight up do like cut out another face and pasted it on this panel because I freaking hated the Super Guy face that I drew there. It looked completely. I mean, they don't look exactly the same, but it looks way closer now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
consistency too. You know what I mean? That's another like struggle when it comes to stuff like that. Is like, how do I get these faces to continue to look like the same face?
That's the trick.
You know what kills me is if I have some characters that if at one point in time I was obsessed with drawing them, and then I kind of just like, I moved on to the next thing. And even though I could draw them again, I found different ways that would be a bit better to draw these characters, so the rendition is a little different than the first one.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that bothers me the most is every time I do this art show or any art show, there's always this one kid that remembers this particular comic book I dropped. It did the one issue. I said I was going to follow it up. I just had too many different ideas I was working with. So I was like, okay, let me go back to zines to get these different ideas that are just plaguing my mind. But every time I see this kid, he's like, hey, you going to do Astro Adventures #2? And his mom's like, oh yeah, he's been waiting for you. And it's at least been a year. Right? And I've seen this kid 4 times already. I'm like, damn it, I can't keep telling him the same thing. Like, oh, it's coming. I'm working. It's like
Do you know how
follow
hard it is
Instagram.
to make a comic? Go make a comic.
Right? Why don't you do it? Like, God.
You try staying motivated. The world is rough out there, man. Start taking it out on this kid.
I feel bad as well because there's always this guy that's special needs that also comes to a few of my shows, and it's always his family that like buys like my paintings or my comics, and it's to the point where he'll do like kind of repeat images. He's like, oh, I really like that one. It's like, hey honey, we already have this one at home. And it's like a $20 image or like 20 to 40 bucks, and he'll continuously buy that one. But I know for sure when I see him, I've got a sale. Right? That's what I feel bad about, because like, damn, am I taking advantage of this guy? Like,
Well, if it
Nah,
brings him
You're
happy,
bringing him joy, so I don't know.
You just know your audience. You know your audience.
very true, very true.
All of us are like, nah, take his money. Take his money.
I do feel like my audience is probably pretty spectrumy. But
This is my camera.
did I tell you guys this? My very first ever commission at a con was of the singer of the song "It's My Party," who's like a singer from the 50s.
What?
That's crazy.
It's my
by,
party and I can cry if I want to. That one?
Yeah.
Holy
Leslie
shit.
Gore. This
my
guy
God.
came up
Wild.
because I had some portrait stuff up. I actually had this big like oval painting of David Cronenberg because I love David Cronenberg.
Hell yeah.
That's cool.
And he's like, could you? And I had my watercolor stuff. He's like, could you do a watercolor painting of Leslie Gore? And I said, yes, I can. And it came out. It came out pretty good, but it was also he also like stood like right over me the entire time. But I'm a teacher, so like I do that all day. I was just so wild, and it wasn't even like an indie show where like you would expect like more like esoteric stuff. It was a Syracuse University like small con, but it was one that was trying to cover all the bases of all these different things of anime and cosplay and manga and American comics and vendors and gaming and all this stuff. So it was such a peculiar first commission. So, but I love it.
Nice. That's really cool.
There was one I got that was, I don't mean to talk shit about anybody. It was kind of stupid. Like, I'm like, for real? Like, I got all this cool shit, and they're like, hey, can you draw like this random baby from, what show was it? It was like a kid show. And I was like, I don't draw babies, but I was like, yeah, I got you. I was like, are you sure? Like, I got all this other cool stuff, and they're like, oh no, like, it's my kid's birthday, and they're really interested in damn it, it's like on the tip of my tongue. My son loves this shit, but man, like, she just picks out this random baby head, and I was like, okay, I can't be creepy with it like I want to. Can't be too goofy. Like, and she's like, okay, I'm gonna be back in less than 10 minutes because it's a store. So she's like, I'm gonna shop. Now I'll be back, and I hope it's ready by then. I was like, okay, so I'm rushing through it. I'm like, fucking baby head, man. All right. So luckily I got it done. It looked a little bit goofy to me just because some of the soft features weren't as soft as I wanted them to be, but it was enough to tell like, oh, it's a baby and not like a grown man baby. But she paid me like, I think maybe $20-$30 for it, and it was just on like a little tiny like postcard, and I was like, are you sure? like you got all this other shit that's over here, and it's like the same price that you're about to give me, but you want this little tiny baby head. All right, that's cool, I guess.
Interesting. You chose the one thing that wasn't on my table to
Or have some people come up and they're like, oh, do you do Disney characters? I'm like, I'd rather do my own, like I don't like to sell my rendition of other people's art. I'd rather just do my own thing, so if it's something I'm posting online, for sure I'll do fan art, but I don't do fan art and then sell it at shows. Like I don't know, I just feel weird about it, But yeah, they always ask, and sometimes someone will buy something from the table. Other times they're like, "Well, can you do Stitch?" I'm like, "Yeah, I could. Yes,
Yeah.
asshole." Gosh.
You just said.
That brings up a good point. I'm doing I've always, with my comics unit, I do a master's copy where I want kids to find a comic book panel that has text in it, and I want them to try and copy it as closely as they can. This year, what I think I'm going to do is look up some public domain comics, like some Popeye, maybe some whatever the early comics I can find that are in the public domain, and find some good pages and just make them choose from that, because that's another thing I talk about with them all the time is copyright. So if they choose from public domain, they don't have to worry about it.
True.
So interesting enough. Oh fuck! Did I just move my desk too hard? Dude, I was adjusting myself. I was sitting up, and I just pushed my desk against my wall. We'll find out. Anyways, Super Guy is a public domain name. So we were doing some I was bothering Anthony because I've Googled Super Guy, and Eric was checking it out too, and Super Guy is has some other other titles that are titled Super Guy. You know what I mean? And so
not as good as this one.
Not as good as this one. I will say that.
Certainly does not look like that at all.
So, with that though, is I follow Jamal Hennessy, who always talks about protecting your stuff and everything, and I want to learn more about that in general. But Super Guy is a public domain name, so the name itself is public domain, which gives you guys clearance to do whatever you need to do, but also although the names are similar under that, it's totally different vibe and style and story and visuals, and it's so distinct that it is different enough for if something else can be named that was a movie or some shit like that. And I thought that was pretty crazy. I got a lowdown of how that works today, and it's really interesting. Are you guys ever concerned about your stuff and copyright and things like that? I know we all should be, rightfully we all should be.
But I have a story behind that.
Ooh,
yeah, man. I deleted a particular post, and I know no one's really gonna believe me like that. I have the proof, damn it. I created this superhero rabbit, and he was going to be in this planet called Primordia that had other anthropomorphic beings as well. But to make a long story short, I had this cast of characters down, but this one that was named Hop Smasher, right? And he's a rabbit. I swear on everything I love. I made a post on Instagram. I tagged Nickelodeon. And maybe a couple of months later, they announced a new show with the superhero rabbit that had the same costume, the same shade of red, the same shade of brown, everything, even the same logo on his chest. And I was like, are you serious? So I just deleted the post and moved on. I was like, I can't do that anymore. That's cool. That's fine.
Damn.
Yeah,
dude, what if Seth Rogen announced a Super Guy movie tomorrow? And it was the exact same shit.
I'd be like, hang on, but also hire me?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I have a lot of opinions about copyright. There's actually a huge section of anarchism that cares a lot about copyright, and it's actually against copyright as a whole, which is pretty crazy.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, but when you get down to it, it's the idea of it is essentially that because the big corporations can own copyright over shit, it's essentially they have it's a form of power and authority.
Yeah.
Right. And so then they control the idea if things are in the public, oftentimes it will be iterated upon and improved, and it just advocates for open sourcing stuff. So I a few of my zines actually are copyright free, and our open copy, or Copy Me is what it's called, in which like you're encouraged to disassemble the book, copy it, and give a copy to your friend without paying me anything.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
But there's a whole lot, like if any of that is interesting to you, you should go do your research and not just like trust a 25-year-old on the internet. 'Cause that's never a good idea,
You seem trustworthy.
and like especially if you're dealing with a corporation, like get yourself a lawyer at the end of the day,
Yeah, I need a lawyer one day.
and pretty much everybody in comics knows endless stories of shit that's happened in the industry. So do your due diligence. We don't live in a perfect society, sometimes.
Yeah, man.
Because
I'm
of the
always
way
scared with that happening with Apollo, dude. Like, it's just I think we've been around long enough for stuff is like cemented and somebody won't rip us off, you know what I mean? But there was like an Apollo City scooter that came out like 4 years, like right before I started the publishing comics. And I was like, man, if you guys come after me, I'm screwed. I don't have any money for this shit. Like, I'm not even legit. Like, now we're a business and like I have paperwork that I got to figure out. But it's just like that's the thing too. Starting comics and being like, man, I got to start an LLC sometimes, like, or learn about trademarks and copyright. It's insane.
Yeah. And another thing on that really quickly is that as soon as you create a thing, it innately has copyright. You do not have to file it with anybody. You do not have to pay to file it. You intrinsically have copyright as soon as you create the thing.
Nice.
Now that does not mean that you have, like that somebody can't rip you off and do their own thing. Like that can absolutely happen and you might be screwed. But trademark is different, and trademarks are more specific for like logos and names and stuff. Like a really big example in the art community is Inktober, right? So Inktober is trademarked. And
you gave me a lesson on that.
Yeah. Use Inktober technically on any merchandise, on anything, because they own the trademark for it. So that one has a lot more legal protection and power. So if you really care, you should get it trademarked, but you never need to pay to file a copyright technically. You do just own that.
I used to mail myself scripts when I was younger. So I would just if I wrote a script, I would just print it out and then mail it to myself and then just not open it because you have the postmark and everything like that. So that acts as your copyright too.
Yep.
Oh, really? That's insane.
Smart.
There's some form of intelligence in my brain.
There's ways as a creator, you can work through so many things like that, like copyright and SKUs. Dude, if you just get the first few numbers. I saw a video on this and it was on a very legit show and person. But if you get I think the first 5 numbers of something, you could use that, and then you go to your local, go to Aldi or something, and then just look at all the various cheeses, get the other half of the barcode there, you'll be able to make your own unique barcode.
Sweet.
And that's I'll try to find it and share it. I've seen it. It's been a while since I've seen that video, but I'll dig it up. But it works.
Oh, sorry. A barcode is just a number to visual things. So you can just go to a barcode generator and generate whatever you want. The issue is if that barcode somehow magically matches something else on the shelf. But yeah, there's barcode generators and stuff. So
that's why they recommended find a crazy cheese section or something. You know what I mean? Because those grocery store SKUs won't be in a comic book database.
Yeah.
And so unless we all start going to Aldi and using their fucking cheeses.
It's just all cheese.
The great Aldi barcode cheese.
Yeah. I give this advice, and then indie creators everywhere just start using the Aldi cheeses for their comics. Like
Cut
blows
to
up.
Aldi suing Apollo.
Yeah, or you could theoretically too like make your barcode say something like "this book sucks" or whatever. You know,
Oh my god, that's amazing.
so when they bring it up, that comes up in there.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, I used to.
I love.
That was how Rap Brain Zine used to be. The barcode used to say "this book cost $5."
I mean, that gives me ridiculous ideas to prank people. Like, I'm gonna make some really like positive right wing book, and then when they ring it up, it's gonna say something to insult them. Like, that's gonna be. You have the receipt. Prove it. Like, let me see the receipt. That's straight where my brain went. Man, I thumbnailed out these 18 panels. And now I got to figure out this next segment. My brain is like, bro. So, like, dude, I'm doing this scene right here, right? All right, so check this out. You guys can see it a lot better this week than I did last week. So, see, like, so I have a triangle panel here. I probably should have changed my panel shapes, but this is what we're rocking with because I can't change them now. And then I have like a slanted, like, trapezoid thing looking right here. And then like another one right here, you know? And then another triangle. So this guy is going to shoot his gun. So he's going to be like, bam. And then you're in this panel, you're going to see the gun firing, right? So below this one, you're going to see our hero shoot this guy. And you see his gun firing over here. And then this panel, this guy over here is going to be dead.
Nice.
Huh. Hell
Right?
yeah.
Does that makes sense, right?
That's pretty cool. Oh yeah.
That makes sense, right?
Storytelling.
Yeah. Panels are fun, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun doing this page. I'm pretty much done with the rough pencils for now, so that I can get approval on it. But I did a little bit more adventurous. They gave me essentially like a 3-panel or a 9-panel grid, and I definitely did not do a 9-panel grid. So we're gonna see what happens.
Yeah, like switching away from like the standard format's always fun.
Yeah, I've always enjoyed reading DC's Multiversity because their panel compositions throughout the entire comic are so insane.
Oh
I
yeah.
was like, man, I couldn't even fathom drawing some of that stuff. Like, there's, I think in the opening pages, they have a series of panels that start off big, and the pacing is so amazing because they just get smaller and smaller, but you can still check the detail even if you take a magnifying glass to it. You're like, oh shit, like, how'd you even do that? Like, yeah, it's pretty cool.
I'm like, I forget who did those multiversity the art for that book. I know it's a Morrison book.
Yeah, it's an insane amount of people. I wish I could even start on the list because I
Yeah,
think,
it's like a different artist every issue, right?
yeah, I think that's what made it so great. It was like, it was pretty refreshing, just because you got to see, you know, different iterations of different characters and so many different universes, and of course the art styles were just amazing, man, inspiring even.
It's been a minute since I've read that one. I'm like, well, for this one, like I pulled a lot from like We 3, which is Frank Whiteley, another Morrison book.
That's that book.
Oh, yeah, dude, it's so much fun. That's what I was saying. Like this shot where I have like the bullets coming towards me. I tried to pencil it so you could see it a bit better. And you see like the stormtrooper heads
Oh,
behind
hell
it.
yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I was trying to find like making those bullets look like they're coming at you fucking hard.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I got the
Perspective's a tricky bitch.
You're gonna have to learn foreshortening at some point, buddy.
Yep. Dude, that's why these pages get harder and harder on me every single time. I'm just like, I'm gonna like, even this font was like kind of hard.
I think Finch has some pretty good tutorials on foreshortening that you could watch.
Yeah.
He's been
Yeah, that was rough. But even like this, like
I've
I need
always-
this to like translate well to be like, oh, that guy is clearly that guy, but dead, you know?
Oh yeah. Now I've also enjoyed looking at some of Ryan Benjamin's tutorials on Proco TV.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Oh,
Yeah,
Proco's real cool. Like it's a I didn't realize how good that channel is.
yeah, and Stan Prokopinski, he's really responsive online. Um, he's pretty cool. He's pretty cool.
Yeah, I gotta sit down and watch some more art tutorials just in general. I gotta sharpen my stuff more. Because I've realized, like, I don't know, I could write. I don't really gotta. I'm pretty decent at writing. I don't want to toot my own horn, but like I can fucking write. Like I can just whip shit up real fast, you know.
Hell yeah.
But like having to go to the woodshed for like drawing is like, goddamn man, this is a mission. This is a journey.
Yeah, honestly, I've cycled through so many different art styles and realized like, oh, I love cartooning more than anything, you know. But I think throughout my entire Instagram, you can see like the different phases I went through with different art styles and the ideas that I had. But I come to realize I don't really like serious comics that I make, at least. Like, I'm a goofy person by nature, so I tend to write goofy shit. So that's where I more or less kind of lean, and especially got into comic strips. 'Cause I'm like, oh, I have a ton of jokes to tell. So let me see how I could weave these into this.
That's rad. Hell yeah. That's really the cool part about it too.
Right?
I mean, as artists, do you guys write before you draw, or do you just kind of draw it out and then kind of write over it?
I write plots a lot of the time.
I just draw it out.
Yeah, I'll do beats too. So like I'll like all the time if I'm doing something quick, I'll just flip the page over and I'll like write out like, okay, this is how many panels, and then like this is what happens in each panel, like really quickly. And then I'll just reference that. And so then like I'll look at what I've got and go and flip back over and kind of do that. Dialogue is sometimes a bit harder, and I'll have to like sit down and write that.
I get that.
But oftentimes, you know, like I've already got it in my head, or like I'm puzzling it out in my head. So by the time I'm at the drawing board and drawing it, I've got enough time to like solidify it.
Yeah, like for this one in particular, I did that. Usually I would do story beats, but I already like saw the joke as clear as day in my head, so I just decided, okay, I'm just going to chase whatever I envision, and let's see how that comes out. I think it's pretty decent. Still got a shade, but I gotta wait for this to dry since I used acrylic paint, because that's the worst thing for me. Like, I'm so excited, and all of a sudden I smudged everything. Like, oh, okay, time to restart.
I hate that.
You know what? I'm actually gonna break this bullet shot up into more panels so it slows it down more. And then this one's gonna be all that fucking will break it up.
Hell yeah, would help with pacing.
I just added 7 more panels to the page. It's kind of I just love it. It's just ridiculous. It's just like an overly ridiculous amount of panels on this page.
Sometimes you need a lot of panels.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's a 1-page story. You know what I mean? It's like a little. I need to add some word balloons in here. I really didn't take into consideration anything about what would be said. I don't like when as a writer, I don't write my stories. I will draw them out and then write because I'm scared to write something I can't draw.
I understand that. Like with Gutstone, I realized after looking through the world building and I was getting down to creating it, that I was like, oh, I'm at a completely different creative space than I was like 4 years ago. So I was into more like serious storytelling back then, but now I like weird and wacky stuff. So like I need to add more of my weird and wackiness to it to actually like feel attached to this thing. So that's what I'm currently going through.
Dig that.
Until then, hella comic strips.
See, I wish I had like a tool because this balloon is not where it needs to be.
What do you mean? What kind of tool?
Like I just need, I wish it was digital so I could just fucking.
Oh, just move it. Gotcha. Okay.
Because like even like for my brain to process like the page, sometimes it's hard for me to see, like blue line's so hard to erase. Like I need to like literally like erase it to like reset my brain. And so seeing all the lines like will mess me up sometimes. So actually, if I do blue line as like a base, a loose outline, and then I do pencil over it, and then I ink, I'm more confident. It's ridiculous. I need like I basically need like a layer. I like thumbnail, and then I need like a practice layer, and then my pencils, and then my inks.
I think a lot of people do that kind of stuff where they'll blue line their layouts and blow them up.
Yeah. I end up drawing each of my things like 3 times with the initial rough and then tying down the lines and then going over it again in ink. Takes a long time, but it's worth it.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those things. Figuring out the process has been where I'm at.
Yeah, I think I give mine about a good 2 times. Especially with this one, I might wind up drawing it twice because now I see like, oh, okay, everything's where I want it to be, but I don't know if I scan this in if everything's actually going to show up or not. So I'd rather just find my blue line paper wherever the hell it is and just redraw it all.
I thought about just like sometimes I'll just like get I'll map out my panels on the page and then I'll trace it. I'll trace my panels with like the slip sheets I get from my CWS orders, and then I'll draw my first initial thumbnail pencils on there, and then I could just like light box it onto my page at that point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, adding that extra step, it tightens it up like a whole lot more.
Yeah, I try to get all my pages
Bless
done.
you.
First 8-page thing. I'm gonna look at them all together and see what I need
No.
to tighten up. I'm not opposed to like doing paste ups. I kind of am looking forward to making these pages kind of beat up with like overlays and whiteout. Just embracing that component.
But also like I gotta fucking work on my anatomy. Like even if I'm figuring out a cartoon style, I gotta get down a few more things.
I kind of cheated my way through that. Like once you draw some of your favorite like characters over and over again and you realize like where a shoulder is supposed to be or whatever, how it all connects to each other, I'm like, oh, I'm just bending and twisting this like Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, exactly. I kind of get to that point. I don't know why I kind of maybe it's just it's been a minute since I've drawn stuff like this, so it's all practice. Art Victim says, right? Don't write a long book about being in the woods if you don't want to draw trees all day. Yeah, it's one of those things like figuring out like what you want to like be able to do over and over. I kind of just attack stuff too. That's where those Inktober things, having them on the side lately, the ink have been a lot of fun because they're just on my iPad. I'm experimenting with different tools and pens and like. How'd you find your cartoony style, Joey?
I don't know. I guess just over the years, just drawing a lot, and I did a bunch of Inktobers, especially through like COVID and stuff. And like as I would like draw characters or whatever and kind of refine over time, it would kind of gradually, as long with like getting like visual inspiration from like other artists that I would follow on Instagram or like read in the comics and stuff, and just kind of incorporate what I kind of pick up from them. It just kind of evolved into what we have now, and I don't know, I like it. I enjoy it. You know, I feel like I put a lot of like life or energy into my drawings that I might not have done as much even like 6 years ago. You know, uh, I don't know. It's just a lot of drawing.
That's it. That's all it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just there's
Fine.
no other. That's like with everything. You can't get good at bass without just playing a whole lot of bass, and
Yep.
that's what we do. That's so dope. We'll do around the last like 10 minutes. Well, like 5. We started a little late. We might wrap up here a little bit because I'm getting hungry. But yeah, dude. No, I don't know, Joey. It's been so awesome to have you on the show today, and I'm
Yeah,
gonna
dude,
cry
this has been
because
a lot
you're
of
doing
fun.
that long boy. It looks so good. It's beautiful. So thank you for that.
Thank you very much.
But let's do a little round table of kind of just everything. I mean, fuck, Max, what are you working on, and what do you have going on right now?
Yeah, I was working on this page for our comics newspaper that you can pick up if you go ahead and talk to Barnsour Comics. You can get the Winter 25 #1 issue. Just hit them up on Instagram and they'll send you a stack of newspapers. And then
What's that?
you can also get gag if you sign up for the mail club on murderofmagpies.org. Technically the full release is in February, but if you don't join the mail club, I'll make sure you get one. Or if you're going to be at OAX, come find me and I'll have these.
It's like $5, right?
The mail club is $5. Yeah. So you get
Yeah.
this and some stickers and a bunch of other stuff. And then the books themselves are going to be $250 plus shipping when they come out.
Dude, that's so good.
And then you can also get the Spilled Ink Year 1 zine on murderofmagpies.org as well. And I got a bunch of stuff that I'm working on. So keep in touch. You can sign up to the newsletter to get Bubbles, my first comic book, for free, the digital version, and a discount code on the website too.
Love that. Love all that. Every single bit of it. That's so hype. Dude, thanks, Max. That's so great. We got one more comment here. Art Victim. That's why I think I want to stay in my random story title first. That way, can juice whatever and not get stuck doing topic. Dude, vibes. That's why I did Stoner Wars, because I just needed something fun to draw, and so I put Star Wars and weed together. It's pretty great. It's been great. Very challenging. I'm drawing spaceships and like lasers and like all sorts of stuff. It's super fun. The zine will come out soon. Part 1 or episode 182 technically is what it's called.
Hey.
But Eric, what did you work on? And you have so much going on right now. Tell us about it all.
Yeah. So what I was working on is I cut and pasted the better version of Super Guy onto this page. But I'm also I was also working on a couple of pages for the OS Shorties 420 special. That's kind of like an homage to stoner films because it's a stoner book. So we're raising funds right now for issue 3 of Outer Space, the mainline story. Got about just over a week left on that. We will wrap up on the 14th of February. So you can get issue 1 and issue 2 on the Kickstarter, obviously. But we also have a variant of issue 3 from Anton W. Blake, and the issue 3 main cover, which will be from Jackie Venturini, who you should all follow on Instagram. I didn't do that last week, so.
And you're just like $300 away from goal. So let's get that funded. Let's just like wrap that up. Let's get rid of that anxiety. If you guys know what it's like to run a Kickstarter, you know. It's just in the anxiety.
A lot of anxiety. It's terrible.
It's crazy. The Kickstarter landscape is very interesting. I have an email draft to Everett that I need to work on and send because we got in contact with each other. So I have some things, just some feedback, and I think it's one of those things that we all thrive and we need it. So it needs to be better, and we're here to speak about it. Which another Kickstarter campaign is about to get launched by Joey over here with his phenomenal
Yes,
book
sir.
Super Guy. What'd you work on tonight? And then tell us about Super Guy and the Kickstarter real fast.
Well, tonight I was working mostly on issue number 2 of Super Guy. My Date with the President's Daughter is the title. Before I switched over to a quick little bong boy. Halo. But yeah, the Kickstarter comes out on the 10th of this month, so next week, and I'm very excited about it. I think readers are going to be very pleased with what we put out, and it's all very exciting.
So how far are you in the book now? What page are you on? Or what's your percentage, I guess, completion that you're at?
I have one more. I have the final page to pencil just because I'm stuck on a design that I'm still figuring out in my head. And I got to ink that, and then just got to do the colors, and it should be done by the time the Kickstarter ends, at least.
Oh, man, that's epic,
Yeah,
man. That's
I'm
so
averaging
cool.
about a page a day, so it's going good. 2 pages on the weekends.
Beautiful, dude. I mean, thank you
Yeah.
so much for coming on the show. Whenever come on as much as you want to promote the campaign. We'd love to have you on.
Hell yeah.
It was great having you and talking to you tonight.
For sure, I'd love to be back. This
And
was
then
fun.
I'm just gonna call you Orion now.
Yeah, that works.
Greg, what'd you work on? You did like the whole page tonight. You killed it, man. That was real fast.
Yeah, I was trying. I appreciate that.
Look at that.
Oh gosh, let me see. There we go. This is Dead Dude number 1. It's just an idea that I had not too long ago. Just different skits with this Grim Reaper kind of guy. But just like I was telling you guys, kind of starts off in a graveyard, but he sees this little dog. He goes to give him a scratch. As soon as he touches him, he's like, "Arf!" and then kind of rolls over and dies. It's like, "Ah, fuck, not again." But I had that stuck in my mind for a couple of days. I'm not too sure if I am gonna continue with it, but right now it is holding my interest. So I might, do it weekly alongside Toon Riot, which I've been keeping up with. But this week on the 7th, it's actually my birthday, so I might be releasing this then.
Hey, another February. Aquarius.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Mine's on the 11th, so we both got one coming.
Oh,
That's
hell
dope.
yeah. Yeah, straight celebrations.
Happy early
Love
birthday.
it. Hey, happy early
There we
birthday to you,
go.
my man.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, you could definitely check this stuff out on if you go to my Instagram, GregDiggs_comics. If you go to the link in my bio, you'll see my Ko-fi store. I have Toon Riot and a few other comic books there for sale. It's like $2. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I hope you guys enjoy it.
Love it, dude. And hell yeah, man. Happy early birthday. It's so hype.
Thank you. Thank you.
Aaron, what'd you knock out tonight?
I'm getting some pieces together of this page 7. I actually had page 6 ready to go too. I overestimated how much I was going to get done, but I still feel pretty good about what I got. Top page.
That's killer, dude.
Sweet.
Very cool.
Are you just using the same Pentel? The one brush this whole time?
I mixed it up a lot tonight. I was doing some with this.
Ooh.
Ooh.
This little smaller waterproof Pentel brush. What else do I have? Oh, this is like a special tool. This is an Osmeroid pen. Have you ever heard of these?
No.
They're really old school. My dad gave me this a long time ago. It's a fountain pen. It's actually broken. I haven't been able to fix it, but I just dip it and use it as a fountain pen. It just has a small splatter, bit of a nib. So it gives just a little bit more of a character to the line. It's not quite like a parallel brush, a teeny parallel brush. But as always, my main driver is the extra fine Pentel brush. Some whiteout too, rocking the whiteout. But yeah, I'm trying to get. Thank you. I'm trying to get 8 pages done by March 15th, which I think is, but then lettering. I have trouble deciding if I'm doing just black and white or doing it in color. The book is printed in color. I feel like I probably should do color, but and that'll be like the second color comic to submit to something. So working on that.
That's sick.
Yeah. And as always, we got my Was the Robot stuff. Got the collection of the fall stories and the winter story. And here that's available at the Swiggle Comic Shop and also my Pens and Pedals Etsy. I'm Pens and Pedals on Instagram. And you can read almost all of my comics on my Pens and Pedals account on Global Comics for free. So
Love it.
if you want to read those, they're out there.
Nice. Well, we'll be like dishing out some blue line paper to you guys. So I'm super hyped. Once we get you into like the show, my main people, I'm gonna definitely be sending up some. So keep an eye out for that. I'll be talking to you guys about some things like that to help you all out and to have you guys try it out. You know what I mean? And just promote it on the show. I think you guys will dig it. I'm using the older version. I'm pretty hyped. I knocked out both this awesome splatter tonight. The splatter was so much fun.
That's
to do.
awesome.
Very
Hell
strong.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that was cool. Came out really even. Thanks for the tips, Max. That was a good little lesson. And then I did the Love and Lasers font tonight. I started knocking out this panel, and then I did layout. Well, I kind of did a just a quick layout of what that's going to be, and then the 18 panels. I did some thumbnails, some thick thumbnails and stuff. Just those in the moment. Yeah.
Nice.
That's great.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so pretty hyped. So I just got to draw this up here and then finish that and then figure out what's going to say. And pretty hyped. So, shows. We have a busy week coming up. Today's what? Thursday? So Monday night, Alex Segura on Inspired Inc. Super hyped to talk to him. That's been a long time coming. We're going to talk about his Daredevil book, all sorts of stuff, his indie books, Forgotten Five, and all that jazz. So hyped for that episode of Inspired Inc. Coming up on Inspired Inc., gosh, we have Sign Nation Comics, so this cool like band from like Australia that also make comics. I'm super excited. You've seen us repost their stuff or do collab posts with them, so I'm bringing them on the show. After that, we have Kelly Kinzel, who did the Alchemy workbook, and actually Max helped design and letter that, and it's a creative workbook to kind of work through stuff. It's beautiful. It's so much fun. And then we have Jesse Lonergan coming on the show shortly after that too. Yeah. So yeah, Jesse's been printing a few books with us, so we're bringing him on. So it's pretty hype, pretty cool stuff. And then we'll be loading up Inspired Inc. with a bunch of guests like that for a bit. We're really excited. And then the print shop, dude, that's every other Tuesday. We have an episode coming up this Tuesday. We're talking about just how operations work at CWS and the supply chain of things. And so I'm really excited about that. That show has been kind of blowing up a whole lot. And so check that out every Tuesday, 3 p.m. EST. Super hyped about that show. And then Cats, Comics, and Coffee every Wednesday is coming out now. Thank you guys for the reception on that show. They want me to do more. They said more Cats, Comics, and Coffee. That's what higher up said. So we're doing more Cats, Comics, and Coffee. You'll get an episode every single week. I owe Eric 2 things because he does the final edit on those. So shout out to Eric for editing CC&C every single week. But dang, that's it for now. We have some cool announcements. I told you guys some stuff behind the curtains today, so that was cool news. But that'll be live pretty soon as well once we get permission to say it live on air. But yeah, we're working with the Kubert School on some cool stuff. So I'm pretty hyped. But yeah, that's it for tonight. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for drawing. Y'all have a good night. Woo! Oh wait, I didn't. Wait, I'm hitting the wrong button. I almost just left the studio.